There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. This one goes out to Joel. Recommended via the Patron. Said, yo, what's left unsaid? Foreign Hands. Said, relatively unknown band, which I agree. I've never heard of Foreign Hands before. But with that being said, some of the music videos have got quite a fair few views, you know? Over 100,000 views on them. So, hey, they've got a decent fan base, eh? And this was only uploaded, well, as far as this particular song, only 3 weeks ago, so I don't know how new it is, but apparently they sound like Poison the Well, supposedly. There's only one way to find out. We might have a Poison the Well with a quite a posh production, a modern mainstream production on this. I mean, 3 weeks on, so maybe Joel has heard it now, but he says, I hadn't listened to it yet myself, so check it out and we'll go through it, which is quite a cool way of doing it, to be honest with you, to have a record come on the radar that you want to check out and sort of experience it through the eyes of somebody else. It sort of creates a good engagement and a good perspective, doesn't it? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So this one's Resetting the Senses. It's track number 1. We've got 10 tracks on this record. Let's just jump straight in. Never heard of this band before in my life. Let's go. Vocal line sounds a little bit like what you get in Not Loose, right? And I know some guys shouting has all been done before, but you know what I mean. Let's go. Drop D tuning. Indirectly, a little bit of Alexis on Fire with the harsh vocals and the clean vocal and this melodic post-hardcore-esque riffage. I know you might not get that, but, you know. Come on. This is good, and although it's hardcore adjacent music, like metalcore-esque style, there's a lot of actual metal in here. The very first riff, the little lick into it, sounded like a Slayer riff. I think half of it's the tuning of the record. This must be in drop D. It can't be standard, can it? It sounds more like drop D to me, but it's not like tuned low and slow below everybody else. Like, so you sort of leave out that C standard drop C sort of metalcore element to it, which you might get from the more modern bands. And the production value just elevates it above and beyond. It's a nice contrast of what we're used to, you know. Like the drum in here, might as well be Lars Ulrich. Respectfully. I'm enjoying this. I think this band's got a really good sound. That was good. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Some great riffing going on. Some great breakdowns. Cool sections. Good drumming. Powerful drumming. I really like the harsh vocal. I think his shouted vocal is quite good as well. The clean vocals, yeah, they're good. I don't think they're the selling point of the band, but I think they're pretty bloody good. Yeah, so far so good. A Memory in Latency coming up next. Yes, now bless now. Don't forget rest now. There's bloody Rocksteady dying at King of the Pit TV. Signing in. We're not dying, we're living people. Don't get gassed, don't get gassed. This is track number 2, A Memory in Latency. We're listening to Foreign Hands tonight, alright? Let's go. Free music videos. Very tight riffing. Pretty good. It wasn't as good as Laceration Wings, track number 1. It wasn't as good as that one. That style of riffing is what we heard right at the start of Laceration Wings, and it's what... No, I'm wrong. We hadn't heard Laceration Wings. Resetting the Senses is what I was referring to. That was better than that one, A Memory in Latency. But that riff we just heard there, we heard that at the start of Resetting the Senses, that style of riff. That's why I made the Slayer reference. There's a lot more actual classic metal influence in here than what might be initially sort of noted. A lot of it comes down to the standard-esque tuning of the record. We've got God Under Fingernails coming up next in the music video. I'll see you there. Yes, now, bless now, people. Don't forget to rest now. Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV signing in. Foreign Hands is who we are listening to. This is the What's Left Unsaid record. I might stutter and butter from time to time, people. Don't you worry about me, okay? This one's entitled God on the Fingernails. This listen through goes out to Joel via the Patreon. Thank you very much, my man. Let's go. I mean, good cameras being used, but this is a budget recording, budget music video, it seems. This is an old school style music video, in all fairness. If the cameras used were a little bit, you know what I mean, less quality, it'd be like a 2000s video. Someone says, gotta love that Zero of the 2000s metalcore resurgence. Foreign Hands and Boundaries do it just right. Someone says the breakdown is one of the crispiest things I've ever heard, and somebody says early 2000s, I love it. Yeah, I'm sure the FPS is a bit naffed from what you can see on my end. I'm not here to talk about the music video, it's about the music in it, but there's so much flashing and sort of cutting going on. I don't like it, mate. It's sending my head west, man. It's so bad, I'm actually going to turn it off. I hate the music video. Looking at warning, this video contains flashing lights images which may trigger seizures for those with epilepsy over. Like, here, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna be a hater for a second. When has anybody ever, right, said, oh, I love when they do the flashing lights? When, in any form of artistic performance, I have not heard anybody ever say, I loved it when they just flashed them seizure-inducing lights at me, those epilepsy-inducing lights at me. No one on planet Earth has ever enjoyed it. So I can't stand it. I'm literally not watching the music video because of it, because it's just giving me... bloody hell, I drink enough for me to have a permanent headache anyway. I don't need that. Come on now. Another thing is, don't put the warning in the fucking description. It should be at the start of the video. Did I miss that? Hold on, we're on 119. No, we've got the credits to the directed and edited by Joshua Boran Roll. Joshua, I put some respect on your hustle, but you've done a fucking shoddy job. I can't stand this video, man. Come on. 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 quality. Yeah, good tune, good sound. I can't hate. There you go. Yeah, probably the worst music video of all time. Not down to the quality of it, not due to the scenes that were taken, but just due to the editing. Bro, I would have rather watched just the album cover. So that let me down. That. But with that being said, we've got Laceration Wings coming up. All right, track number 4 of 10. Let's keep going. There's ROCKSTEADY at King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Foreign Hands. What's Left Unsaid is the name of the record. Track 4 of 10. Let's go. There's a unique dissonance with this band. There's a, not dissonance in the musical sense, but in the actual creative value of the band, the production in relation to the vocal, in relation to the guitar work, in relation to the album artwork, in relation to the album logo, like the band logo. How long has this band been going? Because it feels like there's a little bit of finding themselves to do, you know? Because it's although a disconnect creates good artistic merit and value, I don't know, from a entrepreneurial standpoint. But anyway, what do I know? I know naff all. I'm not even going to criticize. I'm enjoying the music. That's the basic of it. Who cares? Who cares? I'm a salesperson outside of this. Salesperson and marketer. So come on. Put some respect on Tyler Norris, Jack Beatson, Gil Gonzalez, Tyler Washington, Charles Elder Minix III. What? Give a shout out to Will Putney. Respect. Give me a proper riff, come on. Come on. Come on. I didn't see that coming. Pretty good. Pretty good. I think that might have been my favourite one so far, just down to the the halftime breakdown there at the end, the slowing down. I mean, it's hardly rewriting history, but I didn't see it coming. It was well structured to the point where I didn't see it coming. I didn't think they were going to do that, and that was quite surprising. I don't normally have any replay value on any record ever, and there was a little bit of replay value there. I thought I'd listen to that one again. That was pretty good. We've got Horror Domain coming up next, which is track number 5 of 10. Let's keep on going, people. Yes, now, bless now, people. Don't forget to rest now. Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. I don't know if I'm quite hungry or not, to be honest with you. I wonder. I feel like I should have something to eat, but just don't feel like it. We're listening to Foreign Hands. Horror Domain is the title of this one. It's track 5 of 10 off their album What's Left Unsaid. It's devoted to my man Joel via the Patron. Let's go. People making Poison the Well references. I've not listened to enough Poison the Well to really hear the correlation at this point. Bass drop. Boom! I got a runny nose, man. I'm getting quite sickly. Sorry, people. Do you reckon in bands like this, the frontmen ever get really scared that the guitarist and backup singer's going to like just sort of take the band? Because economically speaking, right, why the hell wouldn't they? The frontman is rendered essentially useless when the guitarist can learn how to do the vocal just as well, in my personal opinion. They start to think, oh, you know what? I don't have to spend this extra money on extra space in the van. Oh, you know what? The record label's sort of hinting at me to get rid of this guy because he's not pulling his weight. You know where I'm coming from? That's why I like three-piece bands. I think three-piece bands, if done well, if the musicians are good, are the most economic. You know, you get the most bang for your buck if you're in a nice three-piece band. 6-string guitar, bass guitar, drummer. In a perfect world, bassist and guitarist will have vocals. Drummer, Less so. I don't like to see a drummer doing vocal. I can't see a front man being at the back of the band. That don't work for me. I can't do that. I think it looks a bit goofy as well, to be honest, the drummer doing vocals. You don't see it too often. You see it in grindcore acts. Saw it in Code Orange. They've probably switched that up now, I think. I think they got a new drummer in, didn't they? But they used to do that. I just think it looked goofy, man. We got Horror Domain finished. That was a good tune. Good breakdown as always. I like E-Chug breakdowns, you know, no slamming, beatdown-esque style breakdowns, which is good. We got Condition for a Head-On Collision coming up next. I'll see you there. Yes, now bless now. Don't forget to rest now. Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. Listening to Foreign Hands tonight. Track 6 of 10 off of What's Left Unsaid. This one's entitled Condition for a Head-On Collision, featuring Ollie Appleyard. That's a name that rings bells. He is in Static Dress. Yeah, Static Dress. Static Dress are a band that practice in a space just down the road, really, from where I am. So if you're a fan of Static Dress, yeah, very close to him. If anything, dude who's recorded my music just down the road, he's the sound guy for Static Dress. So we won't go into all of that. You know, I don't know the dudes personally, so I just know they're a pretty big thing as far as like emo-esque revival is concerned. 2000s revival, it seems it must be all the thing now. Let's go. Static Dress in a band called Loathe. If you've ever heard of that band. Good songwriters. Structurally speaking, the way they section the songs, it's good songwriting. It's good songwriting. That song in particular, you know, by the end, they had, you know, upped the ante to the end of it, so there was a development as far as intensity, while still existing within a chorus space, you know, those chorus sections. Yeah, very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. We got Shapeless in the Dark coming up next. Track numero 7 of 10, alright? Yes, now, bless now, don't forget to rest now, people. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. We're listening to Foreign Hands. This one is Shapeless in the Dark, and it's track number 7 of 10. Let's go, shall we? Devoted to Joel via the Patreon. Come on. Pretty good, eh? Pretty good. It was a nice. That was a nice way to break it up. They weren't so off track that it was like a bit random. That was a good breather from your general sort of let's get to the breakdown section track. Don't get me wrong, couple of riffs in there, but I like the airy fairy sort of atmosphere they created on that. Oh, if anybody's got any paracetamol, please bring some my way. I think I need some. We've got Adversity's Spitting Image coming up. Yes, now, bless now, people. Don't forget to rest now. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV signing in. Listening to Adversity's Spitting Image, which is track number 8 of 10 off of the Foreign Hands album, What's Left Unsaid. This listen through goes out to Joel, who recommended us on the Patreon. Let's keep moving. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Riff. I like that this started stabs that just came in there. It's just like a one-off, but it worked really well over the top of that clean jangling guitar. That was an alright tune. It was cohesive. It wasn't a selling track. It wasn't like a leading track on the record, but yeah, good riff on there when it came to the triplets. Good riff. Until the Sun Fades, featuring Mr. Matthew Mixon coming up next, alright? Yes, now bless. Now don't forget the rest. Now Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. Devoted to Joel via the Patron. We're coming slowly and surely. Well, this isn't even what I'm looking for. Bleed the Dream. In case you didn't know, I've just left it running whilst I went and got a drink of water because I've had a harsh throat. Didn't have any volume on. Until the Sun Fades, featuring Matthew Mixon. Who's Matthew Mixon, you may ask? I have no idea. Maybe the comments will tell us. Let's go. No reference to who Matthew Mixon is. I've no idea. Slow it down. Here we go. Nice harmonies there. Not a bad tune. I wonder who the guest vocal is. There's only one Jamie Jaster. But initially when he came in, it sounded like a little bit of a vocal approach of the old Jaster. But there's only one Jamie Jaster, you know what I mean? He didn't sound completely like Jamie Jaster whatsoever, but you know where I'm coming from. Let's finish this record off. We've got Magnetic Roses to finish this record off. Let's keep going. Yes, now, bless now, people. Don't forget the rest now. Des ROCKSTEADY at King of the Pit TV signing in and eventually signing out, as this is the last track of the record. We're going to finish this record off with a little overview of my final thoughts of what I thought of it. And I'll rate it out of 10, but this is Magnetic Roses. This listen through has gone through to Joel, who recommended this on the Patreon. Thank you very much. Let's go. Might have a little soothing number, perhaps, to finish us off. Who knows? Sharp Tone Records. Released on 2024/6/21. So the 21st of June. Let's go. Come on. That was a good tune, that. Heavy as well. Heavy with a little bit of groove. Can't go wrong, can you? Cheeky little breaky D. Cheeky little clean introduction. Maybe would have served purpose better as track number 5 or something as opposed to the last track on the record as a, you know, break it up, but here we are. That was the record What's Left Unsaid. Now let me give an overview of this record as a whole. I'll see you on that video, people. Peace. Yes, now, bless now, people. Don't forget the rest now. I'm a bit bunged up, people. I've got a bit of a cold, so go easy on me, alright? We just listened to Foreign Hands. The record was What's Left Unsaid. It got recommended on the Patreon by my guy Joel. Is this a debut album, or have this band been putting out records prior to this? In the related videos, as we were going through the process of listening to it song by song, I didn't come across any other records. I think I saw something with a different coloured artwork, but not like an album advertisement or something, so I don't know if it was an EP of such. It sort of looked a little bit like that, you know, a sketchy white front cover like what we had on that Disembodied record, you know, that popular Disembodied record. But with that being said, 2000s-esque metalcore music. A lot of twists and turns as far as the non-congruence of what you would traditionally expect in a band showing homage to that era, if not a band actually in that era. And that was, we had musical elements, musical structure of the bands that once were. So, clean vocals, harsh vocals, breakdowns, heavy hardcore-esque riffage, panic chords, slight dissonant, high frequency, double stops, and the like. Thing being, the guitars must have been tuned to D, drop D, because it was relatively high register. Normally with these bands, especially like these more modern ones, you'll hear them tuned to at least drop C, you know, to sort of get that low end frequency. So a lot of the riffs ended up coming across sort of like a little more general metal as opposed to like, you know, mosh metal style of metal. With that being said, we also had the production value, and the production value in relation to the sound the band was sort of trying to put forward. There's a little bit of a disconnect, and that is great for artistic protocol, you know. So to create a varied and interesting sound, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. As a project, I felt, even though I've just sort of said there was a bit of a mishmash and mix of different elements, which sort of gave it a different feel, I didn't think there was necessarily anything special with this band, or at least this record. It felt sort of like the disconnect with stuff, even down to, I referenced the album artwork, the band's like font and title, Foreign Hands, it seems like it's like a Mission Impossible, you know, knockoff movie, bootleg movie. I think there's just a little bit of soul searching to do, a little bit of finding their sound. This band could have been going on for decades for as long as I know, don't get me wrong, but first I've heard of it, and it comes across to me like a debut album, because even though we don't really have any low points, like musically speaking, it is coherent and it's very cohesive as a record. You know, you'll enjoy it from start to end if you like this sound, no doubt. I didn't think it was a bad record at all, but it feels like they don't necessarily know what they should enhance on and where they should go and what they should push. But they've got a few features on here and whatnot, and so they must have established some sort of noise, or at least the label sort of dipping their fingers into a few things, because we've got a few music videos as well. Yeah, what can I say? I'll give the record a 5. I'll give the record a 5 out of 10. Not necessarily too fussed on it as far as metalcore is concerned across the board. Whether it's be like emo adjacent 2000 scene kid stuff or 90s metalcore influence stuff. I don't really think this really exists in too high a standard in comparison to what I've been listening to, in all honesty. And that's all I've got to say. People's compare and contrast this to Poison the Well. I've listened to a little bit of Poison the Well on this channel, recommended by the same person who recommended this, and I've not heard enough Poison the Well to sort of compare and contrast that. I heard a little bit of not loose in the vocal line, but then again, you know, when some guy's just screaming, it's very easy to sound like another guy who's just screaming, but, you know, the intensity was a little like that. People in the comments saying, oh, we need a tour with these dudes, Poison the Well and Boundaries. If that's the case, these guys are definitely got to be on first, because Boundaries really good, and Poison the Well you know, as far as legacy is concerned, they sounded really good on record as well. On that note, I'm signing out, people. Peace. One love.